Hi, Beyond Barriers personal training fans. This is Sarah with your Wednesday workout. So, congratulations already to making it halfway through your week. And to celebrate, we have a new workout. And this one is kind of a piggyback for our Facebook Live workout from last Wednesday. Last Wednesday, we were talking about balancing the muscles on the front and back of our body. And today, I'm going to talk about a different kind of muscle balance. Most of the exercises that we do are exercises that have our bodies working in the frontal and sagittal plane. So be thinking side to side or forward to back movements, squats, lunges, lateral shoulder raises. All of those things are important to do, but in the real world, we move in a lot more planes than that. We also move in the transverse plane. A lot of our movements involve twisting motions around, like imagine an axis going through the middle of your body, dividing it between your top half and your bottom half. And we twist in a lot of our daily life. And so in addition to creating balance on both sides of our body, we also need to create balance in the muscles that help us keep us safe, keep our particular spines and our muscles of our back safe as we rotate about that axis. So what we're going to do today is we're going to start with an exercise in the transverse plane that has us moving, rotating at that axis. And then we're going to pair it with an anti-rotational exercise, which means an exercise that is designed to prevent us from rotating. So we're going to strengthen the muscles of our core in a way that creates stability. And I'm going to give you an example of why this is important. So if you're walking a large dog and the dog jerks you off to the side because it sees a squirrel, and you're not strong through your core and you're not able to resist those rotation forces, then you're going to get pulled down and you're going to fall. So we're going to create stability by pairing a transverse plane exercise with an anti-rotational exercise. We're going to go back and forth for 3 rounds of each of those. And we have 4 circuits today, so let's get started. We need about 25 minutes, and you won't be sorry. In addition to working those muscles and working in those planes, you're just going to get a good workout. So we will get started. Our first pairing of exercises is a wood chopper. Is our first exercise. And a lot of you are familiar with this because we do this quite often just as a regular exercise. You may not know why we're doing it, but your trainer knows. So you're going to grab a weight, hold it in each hand, 1 dumbbell, 1 kettlebell, 1 medicine ball. A medicine ball is a good weight for this, a good piece of equipment for this exercise. You're going to squat. We're going to keep our hips facing forward, twist from the waist, bring the weight down by your right hip, twist across your body. Think about that axis that cut your body in half. Look behind you. So twist and up. And we've got 30 seconds on one side. Then we're going to rest for 5 and switch to the next side. So we will start now. So down and up. Keep your knees over your ankles by pressing your hips back. Don't let your knees come over your toes. We still have to pay attention to our form, even if we're looking in other places. And you can do this a few more seconds. Okay, ready? 5 seconds to get ready to switch sides. So down and lift. Might throw you off balance a little bit, that's okay. As many times as you get thrown off balance, you're gonna get right back to work, just like life. So down and up. Follow the weight with your eyes. Okay, we're ready to move to our next exercise, which is your anti-rotational exercise.
This is a new one for a lot of you. I haven't done this one with my clients because I just learned it myself. So it's a glute bridge. You're gonna lay on your back and you're gonna do a wood chop and a glute bridge together. And the reason this is anti-rotational is you're gonna start down by your hip. As you raise the weight up and over your shoulder, opposite shoulder, your body's gonna wanna tip over. You're gonna resist that urge to rotate, that tip, and you're gonna keep your hips straight up and down. And we'll do 30 seconds per side, starting now. So up, over your shoulder. Don't follow this one with your eyes. You're gonna keep your torso perfectly straight. Keep your head on the ground. Mostly your shoulders will be on the ground. Lift your hips as high as you can and gently lower them. All right, take a quick rest, switch sides. So down by your opposite hip, over your shoulder, then you switch sides. Now I am. So down by your right hip, up over your left shoulder. Keep focusing on how high you can lift your hips without tipping over. So as you lift, you're gonna feel those muscles engage. Come right back up. Let's not waste any time. Go right back into wood choppers. So down and up. And keep going. You're halfway through already. Down by your hip, up over your shoulder. And we will get ready to switch in 5 seconds. All right, you ready? Down and up. Are you keeping your knees facing forward? Mine have a tendency to kind of cave in toward each other. So I'm gonna guard against that. I'm gonna push them out a little bit as I come down into my squat. Knee alignment is so important with every exercise. All right. Back to your wood choppers. Down and up. Down by my right hip, over my left shoulder. A tendency to forget to focus on that hip lift. So I'm going to remind myself each time I go up to squeeze my glutes. It's a glute exercise too. And switch sides. You want to go high enough in your glute bridge to really feel the pull. If you keep your hips low or down, then you don't have to use your muscles to stabilize because your torso is not going anywhere. So make sure you lift really high and get ready to switch back to your last set. And start your wood choppers now while I'm adjusting my camera. You don't have to do that, so you don't have any excuse. You can start with the timer. Down and up. Feeling those same muscles that were just contracting isometrically to keep you still are now contracting by moving to allow you to move. Ready to switch sides? Down and up. Remember to follow that weight with your eyes Focus on it. That'll help you, help prevent you from getting dizzy, which can happen with this exercise. Almost there. Down to the floor. You got this. Lower and lift. Glutes high. Last set of these. And we'll switch to some more exercises. Keep going. Hips up high. Switch sides. You got it. Almost there. Lift your hips until you feel the muscles in your hamstrings, glutes, and low back contract, because you should be using all of those to get your hips up. Okay. We're done with that circuit. We're moving on to our second circuit. So our second circuit is a rotational snatch and shoulder press and a renegade row. So first, we're going to use our rotational muscles to twist from our waist. We're going to work our core, we're going to work our glutes, our quads, and our shoulders. So you're going to start with the weight in your right hand. You're going to squat, tap the ground outside your left foot. Then you're going to pop right back up, snatch the weight to your shoulder, and press it up so it looks like this. Tap, snatch, press. Tap, snatch, press. Remember your knees, they point forward the whole time. We've got 30 seconds per side. And get ready to start now. Tap the floor, bring the weight to your shoulder, press it up. Keep going. Yeah, it's a simple movement, but if you are tapping the weight down outside your left foot, that's where the rotation is coming from. The press is just to add some upper body work here. So it's a well-rounded workout. Ready? Switch hands. Get ready to tap the weight down outside your right foot. Tap, curl, press. Really press your feet into the ground to come up strongly. It's less of a bicep curl, more of a swing when you're doing a snatch. So you're using your momentum that comes from parallel pressing your feet into the ground. Almost there. Good work. We're next going to come down to the ground for our anti-rotational exercise, and this is one that most of us are familiar with. It's a Renegade Row. So if you've done these, you know that it's a lot of work on your core to keep your body from tipping. So we're going to do 30 seconds per side. You're going to use the weight with your right hand. With your left hand, you're going to stabilize, and you're going to do a row without tipping your hips every time you come up. And while I'm going through it, while we're doing it, I'll show you some modifications. So we will begin now. So first modification is putting your knees down on the ground. The reason you might need this is if every time you pull up, you can't keep from tipping your hips, you just need to modify. Remember, you're not getting any stronger if your form's not good. So it's really not cheating to modify, it's actually working harder. All right, 5 seconds to switch sides. If this is it's hard on your wrist, another modification would be holding a weight in each hand. Holding a weight in that hand that's not working allows you to not extend your wrist so much. So it allows you to have a more neutral position with your wrist. Remember, your knees can be a huge help here. Almost done. All right, ready? Stand up. Back to your squat. Opposite foot and up. Down, snatch, press, tap. Twist from the waist, knees face forward. Almost there. Almost ready to switch sides. Ready? Bring your weight to your other hand. If that degree of twist is causing soreness in your low back, modify. Still do a twist, but bring the weight to the inside of your foot instead of the outside. You're still using those muscles. If you get injured, you're not helping yourself either. Because then you have to start working out until you recover. Okay, back down to the ground. Renegade rows. Good work. You got this. If you're tipping, and actually my hips are tipping a little bit too, lower that right hip down toward the ground if it's lifting. 5 seconds. Take a break. Other side. So really what you're doing is a renegade row for a whole minute, which means you are holding a plank for a minute. That's amazing. Even with your knees down, you're still holding a plank. One more modification would be bringing your knees under you for tabletop. Still absolutely valid way to do this exercise. All right, ready? Last set. Down, curl, up. You working up a sweat? It's starting to get warm. Spring is here, almost. Close enough. Remember, you need to be drinking a lot of water. 5 seconds really isn't enough time to get a drink, is it? But this is not a long workout, so you can drink after. And of course, if you need water, don't wait for me to give you a break. Go get it. You can always pause, right? Grab some water. Take care of yourself. Don't count on anyone else to do it for you. You know what your body needs. And it needs to be here. Exercising, which is why you're here. All right, ready? Last set. You can do this. Still listening to your body. Do what you need to make this your best set. 10 more seconds. 5 seconds. One more 30-second round of renegade rows. Just do it. Don't talk yourself out of it. Don't create a story around it about how it feels or how it hurts. Yeah, just go for it. It's over almost as soon as it starts. 10 seconds. You won't regret it. All right. You're halfway through your workout. So grab some water if you need to and congratulate yourself. All right, the next exercise, we're gonna start on the floor with your rotational exercise. And we're gonna do a push-up. You need one dumbbell, and I don't recommend really having one if this is your first time doing this exercise. Let me show it to you. You're going to come into a side plank and raise your arm up. So you got weights in your hands, 2 weights or 1. You can keep one hand on the ground if you want to. You're gonna do a push-up here. Come up onto the side of your feet, reach your arm up with the weight. Look up at your arm. Slow and controlled, you're gonna bring it back down for your next push-up. So we're gonna do 30 seconds per side. It's a lot of push-ups. You can do it. You can always drop to your knees. So 1 push-up, walk onto the sides of your feet, press that weight up. Follow the weight with your eyes. Stretch up, look up. If you come onto your knees for your push-ups, you can either pop up into your plank to press the weight up, or you can stay on your knees and rock onto the sides of your legs, and I'll show you that now. So you're switching sides, push up, come onto the sides of your legs, press up, push up, rock onto the sides of your shins, press the weight up. So however you want to do this, whatever the best way is for your body, you have options. Your anti-rotational exercise for this circuit is my favorite new exercise. And there's lots of different ways to do it. It is a plank jack with a shoulder tap. So you're taking 2 exercises that we've already done in the past, and we're combining them into one fun exercise. We only have to do 1 30-second set though, so don't worry. You're not doing a full minute of this. So I'll show it to you. You're gonna start in a high plank. You're gonna jack out with your feet and do a shoulder tap. Jack back in, place your pin down. Out, tap, in, down, back, and forth. You have the option of stepping 1 foot out and then the other instead of jumping. You have the option of doing this from your knees and just doing the shoulder tap. And I will show you all of those in the first 30 seconds. So this is the full form of this exercise. But this is also a modification. You can step your foot out instead of jumping now. You can also come down onto your knees and just do the opposite shoulder tap. All of those good ways to do this exercise. Okay, ready? Come back for your push-ups. Push up, rock up, and lift. You got it. You're almost there. Switch sides. Set the weight to the side. Jack, shoulder tap. Or any modification, you can speed it up if you need more. Just keep going. Great work. Take a few extra seconds rest here. Grab some water and we'll get started again. Last round of this, you can do it. And we'll start in 3 seconds. Protect your shoulders. So if they're wearing out now and you feel like you cannot comfortably lift the weight, drop down. Use a lighter dumbbell or come to your knees like this. Last time. But just don't give up. Modify. Get rid of the weight altogether. Do your push-up. Lift your arm up. But don't stop. All right, ready? Last set of plank jacks. Here we go. Remember, this is an option too. You can do it. "30 seconds is such a short period of time." We are down to the last circuit. So here we go. These are floor exercises again. So if you have kettlebells, grab one now. You need one for your second exercise in the circuit. If you don't have a kettlebell, you can use a dumbbell. You can use anything that has weight because you're just going to be pulling it in front of you. So the first exercise is a pull over with a crunch and twist. You're going to use one weight for this. Hold it with one end in each hand. The pullover works your triceps and your lats. You're going to lower the weight down to the ground above your head. When you come up, you're going to do a crunch, but you're also going to twist to the side. There you are, moving in the transverse plane. We're going to do 30 seconds that way, and then we're going to do 30 seconds to the other side. 5-second rest in between, and it's time to begin. So pull over. I'm twisting to the left first. Feel the muscles in your obliques contract as you twist. If you need to modify, bring your arms closer in. So bend your elbows as you twist. Okay, ready? We're going to the other side. Bending your elbows is also a modification for the pullover. If you need to bend, you can bend your elbows as you lower the weight. Otherwise, you don't want to lock them out ever, but just keep a tiny soft bend. All right, your next exercise is a plank drag. So I find that when I'm doing this, I need to be clear of my mat. So I keep my feet on my mat, but I keep my hands on the floor in front of me. I'm going to use a kettlebell. So my kettlebell is going to be laying on the floor with the handle facing in toward my body, but it's going to be off to the side of me. I'm going to come into a plank, reach under my body, drag the kettlebell across, flip it so the handle is facing the other way. We're going to do this for 30 seconds, dragging it. You can be on your toes or your knees. If you want to use a dumbbell, just drag it by the end. And begin. Drag and rotate. So just like the Renegade Row, what we're avoiding is tipping our hips. You want to keep your torso perfectly still, even though the weight is pulling it to the side. You can do this on your knees. All right, ready? Back to your first exercise, pullover twist. Okay, I hope you're still with me. I hope you haven't given up on yourself. You got this. Pull over, twisting to the side. Because you're so close to finishing that you really deserve to get the full benefit of your workout. Not give up. Being kind of tired is not a reason to quit. And also, the fact that this is hard is not a reason to quit. Because you do hard things all the time. Okay, second round of plank drags. Shoulder your knees. Come down to your knees if you feel your hips tipping. That's not giving up. That's working harder because you're forcing your body to do this the right way. You got this. It's 90 seconds of work. That's all you have left. And you always have 90 seconds in you. Whoops. Keep twisting to one side. I think I was rushing there. Feel the muscles in your back contract as you lower the weight down. Okay. Seconds, take a breath. Now, come to the right. This is where you can really dig deep and challenge yourself. Don't talk yourself out of success. Give yourself a little pep talk here. What would you tell someone else doing this? You can do it. You got this. Say the same thing to yourself. If we spoke as kindly and positively to ourselves as we do to the people we love, imagine what a difference that would make. So what would you tell your partner right now, your best friend, your mom, your child? Would not tell them to give up. Good job. And then you would say you did an amazing job because you did. So give yourself a pat on the back
Congratulations, you've made it through your workout, halfway through your week. If you didn't get enough of a workout, we have a bunch more on this channel. So try one of them and give us a thumbs up, leave a comment if you want to. We'd love to hear suggestions about what kind of workouts you want to see too. So that would be fantastic. Tell us what you want to see here because we're here for you. Have a great day. Bye.